North Carolina's top attorney is suing the federal government. Attorney General Jeff Jackson is accusing FEMA of threatening to withhold more than $1 billion meant to help keep North Carolinians safe. Jackson says the funding is from Homeland Security grants created by Congress for states to use for security measures. It includes bomb squad equipment, active shooter training, cyber attack responses, and also hurricane recovery.
To receive that money, states have to comply with two conditions: allowing DHS to cancel any federal grant at any time and changing how they run elections. Several other attorneys general are joining in on this lawsuit, and it's worth noting that our Attorney General Jackson previously sued FEMA and DHS for withholding funding, and they won that case.
All right, so joining us now is our chief legal analyst, Kali Rhodes. FEMA has been under fire recently for a number of different things, but let's talk about the reasoning they are saying that they can withhold this funding, right? So how states run elections, how does that play into this?
Well, it typically doesn't. I mean, FEMA is for some type of emergency response, right? We all recognize that in a number of the things that Congress has implemented FEMA to give funds for have conditions on them that have nothing to do with elections. And so Jeff Jackson and other states' attorney general, like Jason said in the intro, have brought lawsuits in there saying right now, been there, done that. The previous court specifically said that FEMA's grant conditions were not consistent with congressional intent or FEMA's mission. That powerful language is because that's not what they're supposed to be doing. And so Jeff Jackson is just regurgitating what the courts have already said. And so you would think that something like this would have been avoided if you looked at the previous lawsuit. And even without the previous lawsuit, you have to look at congressional intent. If you're an administrative agency, you have to look at the Administrative Procedures Act when attempting to promulgate rules. If you're making a rule as an administrative agency, the main thing is it can't be arbitrary, it can't be capricious, and it can't be beyond their statutory authority. All three of those things the court said they got wrong in the previous case. I suspect the court will say the exact same thing with this one.
If there's potential, I guess, public safety impacts here with this going on, does that play a role in how the courts will kind of look at this and as they view the case? No,
I think this is going to be straight procedural. This is, I often tell my clients when a case starts in the beginning, specifically a criminal case, there's the administrative portion of it, and then there's the actual trial portion. We're in the administrative portion of this type of matter. This has actually nothing to do with the national security components that FEMA's attempting, or election security, election integrity, whatever you're attempting to connect to that, you can't make a causal connection between the two, and you have to be able to at least support it with your statutory authority. Why did they create you? FEMA, you were created for an emergency basis. You were created to ensure that natural disasters, when they happen, states are able to adequately respond to them. And if you're now saying, well, we'll give you these funds, but they'll be connected to how you run your elections, the court will say, well, there's a Grand Canyon-sized gap between the causal connection to you requesting this information, requesting their ability to now follow these, I mean, it seems like non-connected requirements.
Well, so where do you see this ultimately going with all these lawsuits and the previous rulings in different situations?
I remember when I first started practicing, I thought, man, this is really easy. All you have to do is copy and paste what someone else has done, and you can be extremely successful, right? They already have it out there. The court case has been filed. You just have to look at what they filed, and then now you can resubmit it. Well, I recognize that wasn't as easy as I thought. But in this example, I can say that Jeff Jackson and his team only has to go back to their original filing. They can go cut and paste their original complaint and say, look, they're attempting to do what they already, your court has said they can't do. Stop them. That's going to be pretty easy.
Okay.
All right. If Jeff Jackson and the others attorneys general wins, what happens?
Well, I mean, the funding that the FEMA's attempting to stop would have to now continue to flow.
Right.
I mean, but now we also have issues with the rejecting and now not following court orders. That's something, 2 or 3 steps down the road. But the first step is getting them to say you can't pause, stop, or delay these funds. If they fail to, now you'll have to get a court to order that the funds go through. But again, the likelihood of success on something like this is extremely high because the cases are extremely similar. So this isn't like I'm looking for a distant example. We have a specific example where the court has already spoken.
All right, Chief Legal Analyst Kali Rhodes, thank you so much.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.